Oh yeah, it's Wind Down Wednesday, baby. With your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. That's right, baby. In the expanded version. Yes, indeed. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what we do when we come in. We do what? We hit that what? We hit that share button. Because why? Sharing is what? YouTube. We're there. We go. We just had a short glitch here. But you all know when we come in, we do what? We hit that share button. Because what? Sharing is what? Caring. That's right. So I'm going to take the opportunity to share now. Okay, fam? And when you come into the room, please hit the share button. Okay? Who mean my day today was, what is going on? I see you, JP. We keep having a glitch here. Hopefully they'll get that straightened out and we won't have to deal with that all night tonight. Right? So of course, again, fam, when you guys come in, do what? Hit that share button because we know what? Sharing is what? Caring. Hey, Dorothy, 217 in the house. Haven't seen you in quite some time. But we're hitting that share button, fam. Please, when you come in, hit that share button because what? Sharing is caring. Okay? I have an amazing wine for you guys tonight. I'll be breaking that out for you guys here shortly. Let's hit that share button. Sharing is caring, right? And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm sharing because I do care. We're going to have an amazing time tonight. Tonight's topic is, do black women respect black men? I think that's going to be interesting. What do you guys think? Share button. Wind Down Wednesday. It's the place you want to be. It's a place for grown folk conversation. The no gossip, no condemnation zone. All we want is facts or honest opinions. Yeah, we leave all the foolishness outside. This grown folk. I'm sharing a little bit everywhere, fam, so just bear with me. Is that all right? Yes, indeed. I'm looking to have an amazing conversation tonight. I think you guys are going to be on like a telephone tonight. Yes. as I said, yeah, I had an amazing Wednesday. I went out today shopping for an amazing wine for you guys. You all know how it is. It takes a little time to get set up and get everyone in the room, right? Just a second here, fam. Okay. We're also broadcasting to YouTube, which is what I was just demonstrating with. For you and for me and for us, please hit that share button. That's what I'm doing. I'm hitting that share button. I see Juan for Conitude. That's 217, baby, Springfield, Illinois. I see Atlanta in the house, Queen Octavia. Queen Dorothy Wilson in the house, 217. Please, for you, for me, and for us, when you come into the room, please let us know where you're hailing from. All right? Zip code, area code, state, city, whichever one you choose to drop on the timeline. All right? I'm just hitting the share button. How was you guys' day today? Hold on just a second for me, family. I need to check my connection. It keeps telling me we have a slow connection. Give me just a second here. Sorry about that, fam. I'm back. Wanted to check my connection. All right, fam. I see you, T Swin in the house. Men Can Always Be Wrong podcast. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by the Prince of Peace, the Master Teacher, the Quantum Shifter, the Shapeshifter, the Code Breaker. Also Queen Octavia and Queen Kizzy, and none other than our very own T Swin, Men Can Always Be Wrong podcast. Listen, if you hadn't had an opportunity to pick it up yet, you need to get it. Love is for Suckers by T Swin. It's an excellent read, fam. You really want to pick this up if you haven't had an opportunity to pick this up yet. Okay? So pick this up. Okay? You can look him up. He's everywhere. He's on YouTube. Also, he has another podcast, Storytime by T Swin. Oh, guys, it's excellent. And then he has another podcast, Men Can Always Be Wrong podcast. I mean, he's on point. His co-host, JB, shout out to them. Also, shout out to Dr. Clea. She has a book out called Creating Your Amazing Self, and you can journal with this. It's an excellent book. You want to pick that up, you can look her up. Clea McBride Etheridge. She's online. You can look her up. All right? Also, please put your businesses on the timeline. Okay, fam? So that we can patronize you. Okay. Yes, sir. I see you 217. Juan says, boss. Yes, sir. Bermuda in the house. Queen Octavia says she's ready to vent. Much love back to you, Dorothy. Let's get our numbers up, fam. Please hit the share button. I see you, Lavelle. Queen Lavelle is in the house. Please, when you come into the room, please let us know where you're hailing from. All right, fam? Hit that zip code, area code, city, state. Wherever you're hailing from, let us know so we can make these connections, all right? All right. 803 by 312. That's Chi-Town, baby. And that's South Kakalaki. ATL. Yes, indeed. Queen Octavia says, so why is it just black women? Anyhow, I do feel that a certain level of respect has been lost for our men due partly to their own actions and lack of protection of us. Okay. You ready to get it started out, huh? T Swin, H-Town, baby, 832 in the house. Yes, indeed. Again, tonight's podcast is being brought to you by none other than, again, the Prince of Peace, the Master Teacher, the Quantum Shifter, the Shapeshifter, the Code Breaker, baby. Yes, indeed. With a mentoring program, with a tutoring program that he offers. And you can contact him, DM, Master Teacher. When the teacher will appear, that's the Master Teacher. And he has a program where he can offer you mentoring, tutoring, and I'm pretty sure he's going to put that on the timeline for you. Jumpstarting your cognition is going to be that. And then Beats by Kafira, that's the Prince of Peace daughter, young entrepreneur. She's taking the market by storm. Here in Wind Down Wednesday is where we come for grown folk conversation. This isn't the place where we come to condemn or to gossip. This is the place where we come with facts and what honest opinions. Okay? Honest opinions. Wind Down Wednesday. Of course, you all know who me. I'm your host with the most. I'm the one, the apostle, the prophet. That's right, the cosmic commander. And we're going to get it on tonight. Do black women respect black men? And with that in tow, let's go ahead on and introduce this wine tonight. And also I have a sip for the sippers. And those that don't sip, you can have your tea, your water, your coffee, or other. Hey Isaiah, or other. But look, I found something really good for you guys tonight, right? Listen to this. You can look at this right here. This is so powerful. I had to get it. It jumped off the shelf at me. Isn't that something? It jumped off the shelf at me. Look at it. Can you guys see that? Black Girls Magic. It's a sparkling brute. It's about 12%. It got a little kick to it. Yes, indeed. Yeah. We're going to pour up a bale. We're going to get this toast started. Is that all right? Yes. All right. That's a good bale. You know, when we go out to the restaurant and we're purchasing our little wine and what have you, they only give us a bale. You guys see that? They only give us a bale. So, are you guys ready? Remember when you come in, hit that share button. All right, fam? Hit that share button. Here it is. I'll give the toast tonight. And you all always know what I say. May you live forever, and shall I never die. Wind Down Wednesday, family. Salute. Mmm, this is delicious. Women, you all would love that. Black Girls Magic. All right. Also, I want to mention Black Moses Freedom Festival that's going to be held by Basu, Queen Basu. It's going to be in Beaufort, South Carolina, June the 7th through the 9th. You can look her up on Facebook, uh, Black Moses Freedom Festival. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be off the chain. I'm going to be a part of that, as well as Dr. Clea being a part of that, and being held by Queen Basu. She's sponsoring the program, and it's going to be off the chain. And also, they're looking for vendors. If you are selling any type of products, you want to look on her page and look that up. Again, it's going to be June the 7th through the 9th in Beaufort, South Carolina, and it is called the Black Moses Freedom Festival. And you can find it online. You can just look it up, and it'll take you straight to her page. And it's going to be awesome. I'm going to be a part of that. I'm going to be in attendance. I'm also going to be there doing Tai Chi, holding a Tai Chi session there. It's going to be off the chain. So, back to schedule program. Whew. Do black women have respect for black men? Isn't that something? Okay. Let's go back up because Queen Octavia started it off. She said, so uh, y'all think it's cute to raise these Billy badass kids and expect respect to come out of them. Okay. Woo. Yes, indeed. So, all right, fam. So we in this now. Oops. I got to do one more toast for the sippers. I got to do the toast for the sippers. Hey, Jamal McNeil, man, thank you for stopping by. Please let us know where you're hailing from. Hit us with that area code, zip code, city, state, whichever one you choose, so we can know where you're hailing from. So we can let everyone know, come on here, we're reaching the masses. Wind Down Wednesday is an excellent place to be in for grown folk because we don't get into gossip, we don't get into condemnation. However, we do look for facts and what honest opinions. Here we're in Wind Down Wednesday, baby, with your host with the most, the one, and the short version. Okay, so to the sippers, 1738, salute. All right, so let's kick this thing off. Uh, Bear, Delaware. We got Delaware in the house, y'all. What's going on? We got them all up and down the line. We got Atlanta, South Kakalaki, Delaware, Bermuda. I'm waiting on my New York family to come in, my North Kakalaki family to come in. Yes, indeed. So, some of these men behave worse than females and want manly respect, Queen Octavia says. What do you all think about that? I think that she raises a great point because I think that's a common consensus in the theater of thought. How that men are just not being men anymore. And you can see it if you're out and about, you can really see that. I think she makes a very valid point, and I don't think that she's painting with a broad brush, but I think she's making a poignant point about men. And when you ask the question about do black women respect black men, there's a lot that goes with that, right? Because it's not just black and white because there's so many variables and so many things that has to go into that, right? And also, please, for point of information, if you want to come on and share your opinion or share information, you're more than welcome to come on with your host with the most. Just let me know, send me a request, and we'll certainly bring you in. All right? Because why? This is FUBU. This is for you. This is for us, by us. This is for you, for me, and for us. It's FUBU, right? Okay. So, go ahead and share. Because what? Sharing is what? Caring. Okay. Queen Octavia says, Queen Dorothy says, I think she's right. Okay. And then Queen Octavia says, also, some of these women have so many manly duties that it's unbalanced. Okay. There he is. Anthony Love. That's South Kakalaki, baby. All right. T. Swin said, I agree. Both sexes have been knocked off balance. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, we getting at it now. I love it. For those of you that may have not been in Wind Down Wednesday before, there's going to be great dialogue on the timeline between the family. This is how we do it. We give feedback. We give feedback. Hey, Yisrael, Nehemiah, if I'm enunciating that incorrectly, please owe it to my head and not my heart. Thank you for stopping by. Please remember, thank you for sharing, Jamal. Delaware, thank you for sharing. Please, when you come in, let us know where you're hailing from. Drop that zip, area code, city, or state, whichever you choose. Drop that on us. But yes, this dialogue is already starting. We use the talkback system. And again, for point of information, if you want to come on, share your opinion, but it must be an honest opinion or it must be laced with facts. We don't get on and condemn and gossip. Okay? Richmond, Virginia in the house. All right. Come on, y'all. Let's get this thing rolling. So T. Swin said he agreed. Both sexes have been knocked off balance. Now, with that being said, T. Swin, would you add to that as to why they have may been knocked off balance? And if you're not working, you're more than welcome to come on with me. If you're not working, if you want to come on. Yes. Anthony Love, North Kakalaki, Fayetteville says, hello, fam. So if you want to come on with me, let me know. And you can come on and we can kick it up, chop it up. Okay. Queen Octavia says, regardless, I still love and respect my black men. Hey, that's what's up right there. You said, regardless of what's going on, you still love and respect your black man. That's on point. That's on point. Okay. So, when we get into this particular kind of topic, we have to also be cognizant of what? We have to be cognizant of the fact that there are variables that play into this, right? Like, for example, environmental circumstances. What environment does he or she hail from? Where did they come from? What have they been exposed to get them to a place where they can respect one another, right? Okay. Okay. What do you all have to say about that? Let me get us a little background jazz going here. Okay. Waiting on you guys. T. Swin said also with a lot of men not being in the home, the young men have no example but their mother. School has removed a lot of classes that teach trades that are traditionally male dominated. I agree with that. Great point. Thank you for answering the question that I put out there to you. So if you're not at work, if you want to come on with me, you can come on with me, T. Swing, but I have the feeling that you're at work. So that was an excellent, yes, T. Swin, Queen Octavia. Yes, let's give them a hand. Yes, indeed. You in Wind Down Wednesday, baby, with your host with the most. It's hump day, baby, and you get a chance to hang out with none other than your host with the most. Come on in, fam. Let's get this conversation jumping as we have it jumping and Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Yes. All right. Okay. I see you, Queen Octavia. So Queen Octavia says, there are so many layers to this topic. It's almost frowned upon for our people to support and respect each other. And I agree with that. I think that's amazing. Let's toast to that. Let's toast to T. Swin and Queen Octavia. I think they made some very valid points. Let's toast. Salute, salute, salute. Oh, y'all, this is so good. Oh, my God. And to our sippers. It's Wind Down Wednesday, baby, with your host with the most. Again, tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by none other than the Prince of Peace. Also, the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shapeshifter, the code breaker. Also, Queen Octavia, Queen Kizzy, and our very own T. Swin. Men Can Always Be Wrong podcast on YouTube, and also you can catch him in Storytime with T. Swin on YouTube, and he's on various media outlets. You can find him there. Also, if you hadn't had the opportunity to, you need to purchase this by none other than T. Swin, baby. Love is for suckers. And listen, this is only a catch title You need to open the book up and read it. And let's understand the old idiom. Do not judge a book by its cover. Listen, I'm telling you, you on YouTube and Facebook Live, this is an excellent read. It is awesome. It is concise, succinct, vivid, open, and it flows. Yes, love is for suckers, but none other than T Swin. Listen, again, Men Can Always Be Wrong podcast. You can catch him on YouTube. Also, Storytime by T Swin on YouTube, Spotify. You name it, he's on it. All right? He'll put it on the timeline for you. Okay? All right. Moving right along. I'm still doing a little sharing, family, as we're doing what we're doing. And again, as Queen Octavia stated, there are many layers to this because, again, remember I mentioned environmental. Based upon where you were reared and how you were reared, will determine your behavior patterns, right? And we call those what? Values. Family values. Family values are what we use to navigate through the cosmos or through the universe, right? Thank you for putting that out there, T Swing. Family values are things that we use so that we can navigate through this terrain, correct? So, based upon where you were reared and who you were reared by, will determine your behavior, right? So, this is why we're getting this back and forth behavior, specifically so based upon time frames, right? I'm a baby boomer. Then you got X generation, you got Z generation. You have all of these different generations that were raised by different parents. And if you take a look at what has happened, there hasn't been the level of accountability for children in time frame present as it was in time frame past. Because I remember or recall growing up, we were disciplined. Yes, we were disciplined on every level, whether it was verbal, whether it was time out, or whether it was physical. Yes, we had time out before there ever was a time out. And this is what most people don't understand. Back in the day, you got stood with your face in a corner and you better not turn around. And if you would turn around, you got, yeah, let's just say you got width. You got width. That means your parents got with you. How many of you all recall those days? I recall those days because I'm a baby boomer. So I recall those days. Some of you all may not recall those days, but I recall those days where when discipline was the order of the day because they were instilling something in us. They were ingraining something in us. I see you, Queen Kizzy. I see you, Queen Tracy Love. I see you all coming on there. Thank you all for coming in and representing. Please let us know where you're hailing from when you come in the room. I love you guys. Thank you all for your time on Wind Down Wednesday. So I don't know how many of you guys remember that. But what they were doing was they were instilling in us so that they would not foster wrong behavior or ill behavior. So they were what? Disciplining us so that we could download the values that would better serve us as we navigate through this terrain. And somewhere there has been a disconnect, right? Because when you look at the black male and black female, there is a respect problem, right? There's a respect problem. You know, this bitch, nigga, you ain't no good, hoe, asshole, nigga, you know, for educational purposes only. Are we using expletives? Thank you. Okay, so you take a minute and think about it, and then you'll find out where we are. I say Fayetteville in the house. Thank you for sharing. All right, fam, that's me. It's on you now. Okay. Okay, Yeshaya or Ima Brown says, children are now being, hold on, this skipped on me. Children are now being reared by children's social media and school system. There is a major lack of order in this world today. I agree with you. And this is what I love about Wind Down Wednesday. This is what I love about our family, our crowd, those that come in. They are educated. They are knowledgeable of their talking points. And when you guys get on the timeline, this is what I love about it, that we're not out here condemning and gossiping. Okay. Thank you, Facebook. All right. Thank you, Facebook. You can come back now. Thank you, fam. Listen, if this continues to happen, I'm putting my YouTube page out here on the timeline. We're also broadcasting to YouTube, okay? And you all can hit that. Also, what I want to put out here is also family. You all know how we do it. We also donate. I'm going to put that information out there for you guys as well so that you can hit that donation button, okay? Cash App. And also my PayPal, which is going to be the same for you guys. So you all know that donating helps us bring forth more and greater content for you guys, right? Okay, so again, I put it out there for you guys. If you want to move over to YouTube, you're more than welcome to move to YouTube. I put it out there for you. You can pull that up and join us on YouTube. And also, again, tonight's podcast is being sponsored by the Prince of Peace. And he has Beats by Kafira, which is the business of his daughter. Okay? You all want to look that up as well. The master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shapeshifter, the code breaker, baby. Yeah, jumpstart your cognition business. And also Queen Octavia. And also Queen Kizzy. And also, again, T Swin. Men can always be wrong. Podcast. And again, purchase. Love is for suckers. Right? By T Swin. I promise you, it's a great read. All right, fam? Okay. And also, Dr. Clear has an excellent book out called Creating the Amazing You, and it's a journal. You journal with it. It's amazing. And she's an awesome author. Okay? All right. So, now, also, please be aware, for those of you that may be over on the East Coast, I'm going to be a part of a project that is put forth by none other than Queen Basu, a beautiful sister out of Georgia area. She's going to be hosting a festival called the Black Moses Freedom Festival. That's going to be June the 7th through the 9th in Beaufort, South Carolina. From my understanding, that is a beautiful area. I've never been there, but I'm a part of this project, and I'm going to be doing Tai Chi there. holding a class there for her at that program. And also, they're looking for vendors, and they're also looking for talent participants. So you may want to look her up. It's on Facebook. All you have to do is look up Black Moses Freedom Festival. Black Moses Freedom Festival. Look that up, okay, fam? And before we get off, I'll put that on the timeline for you, okay? So, with that, let's have a toast. Everybody good tonight? Okay. Bamo. JP, Prince of Peace, give the toast. Yes, give the toast. And then we're going to get to where Kizzy is responding to Iman. Okay? I'm waiting on JP to give the toast. I'm going to read Iman Brown, which is Isaiah. We're going to read his. Please, y'all, do please hit those emojis. So JP gave the toast. He says, please stay thirsty, my friends. Salute. Yes. Oh, my. JP, I'm going to have to pour up another bale. Oh, my. Y'all, this is off the chain. Y'all might be able to get me a little tippy tonight. All right, so for my sippers, salute. Hey, Kizzy, what you drinking on? Water? What you sipping on? Tea, water? Okay. All right, Queen Kizzy, what you sipping on? Yes. Oh, yes. For point of information, please send Queen Kizzy some information, you all. And let's just pause for the calls right now. Let's send her some energy because she's been under the weather. And I think, if I'm recalling correctly, you were touched with a bit of COVID, right? Okay. So let's send her some energy now, fam. Let's just touch and agree. Because we do heal. It's a number of healers on this timeline. This is one of the things that we do because we're very gifted people. Gifted and intelligent people come into the room because we don't do what? We don't condemn and we don't gossip, right? We come with facts and what? Honest opinions. Here and where? Wind Down Wednesday, baby, with who? Your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Listen, now, on the count of three, we're going to all point to our screens and send energy to her. 1, 2, 3. To Kizzy, Queen Kizzy, be made whole. There you go. Now, so that we're all on the same page, and if you're in the room and you'd like to participate, please put a 1 on the timeline. I beat you guys. If you're in the room tonight and you want to participate in this, please put a 1 on the timeline. If not, it's okay. Yes, we eradicate that and we remove that and we decree that it has no authority and no power over you. Now, yes. Oh, you hitting that tea. You see, I knew you had that tea. I can sense it. I can smell it. I can smell it, Queen Kizzy. Hey, Queen, I can smell it. Woo! I can smell it. Listen, if you with us and you in the house, go ahead and put that 1 on the timeline. Y'all know y'all hanging out what? With the 1 and Wind Down what? Wednesday, baby. Y'all know what time it is. Come on here, we getting it on with your host with the most. The one, the apostle, the prophet, who? The cosmic commander. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I see you cosmic minds. Thank you for stopping by. Let us know where you're hailing from. When you come in the room, please put that what? That area code, zip code, city, or state, whichever one you choose, put it on the timeline. Again, remember, we are broadcasting to YouTube. So if Facebook goes down, just go to my YouTube page and you can pick us up there. Okay, family? All right, now, so I was supposed to go. Let me find it. Let me go back up here. Okay. Isaiah made a statement. Men from our nationalities have no problem with enforcing the law by way of order or self. Man being ordered in a born leader, born to lead his family. Okay. And Kizzy answered that. Kizzy says, or women, cause I have a son that had emotional issues, and if he needed a hug and love, I gave him that. But if he needed discipline, I gave him that too. And thank goodness he's 23 and is a well-rounded, respectful young man. See, and this is the conversation that we get into, family. We get into the conversation that men say that only men can raise men and women raise women. But then there are the women that say, hey, wait a minute. A man wasn't around when I was raising my son, so I had to be both masculine and feminine to get him to where he needs to be, right? So there are always going to be anomalies. There are always going to be things that are outside of the rule of the thumb. Okay? There are going to be exceptions. Everything isn't always going to work according to what the blueprint says, because the blueprint only is according to what the majority of what is happening or what needs to happen is going to happen, right? But then there are things that are outside of the norm that also has the ability to exist and to thrive. Yes, a female is capable of raising a young man and he becomes a man. Let's get away from all of this. If he don't have a man in his life, he's going to be missing something. That's not necessarily true. Because along the way, there is going to be someone that is going to influence that male, even if there is not a male there continuously. Let's take a minute and think about it. We're so gun-ho because we've been conditioned and programmed to think a certain way, right? All right, come on, let's talk about it, fam. Let's get into this. Checking the timeline. Queen Kizzy, Queen Octavia said, you're too cute to be sick. Yes, that's Facebook. It's lagging on me as well. Yes, hey, Yeshaya, she's a herbalist. Trust me, she know exactly what to do. Yeah, Isaiah says boil lemon and grapefruit peels together in a pot. Use honey to sweeten. Works best drinking while hot. Yes, indeed. I guarantee you, she know exactly what you're talking about. She's a herbalist. Queen Kizzy is a herbalist. Okay, Queen Octavia says we raise each other, but that has we raise each other, but that has to be balanced and discipline. We raise each other, but there has to be balance and discipline. Yes, I think so as well. I think a big difference is raising our children. who is really raising our children? Yeah, that's a very good point. Who is really raising our children? Our children are actually being programmed. But the programming started so far back that you can't even begin to understand what happened if you can't go back to what happened, right? Because you got to go back to Henry Ford. And if you go back to Henry Ford and beyond, you'll find out what happened because we were teaching our own children in a single room. In the single room, all of the children were together, boys and girls, everyone were together. There wasn't any separation of this age, that age, or whatever, because children has a remarkable ability to obtain and retain information at a very young age. But what happened was they followed the Henry Ford model. What was the Henry Ford model? The assembly line, right? Think about it. They began to, and Henry Ford stole that. He wasn't the first one with an assembly line anyway. That's a whole nother story. But what happened was the assembly line, you had to move from one position to the next position. And while moving from one position to the next position, you were putting on different parts to that vehicle, right? So what they did was they did that with the classroom. They what? Started a what? Math class, English class, social studies class, government class, art class. They started all these classes, so they started moving the children like they were, right? Freight from one juncture to the other juncture in these classrooms. So you became a product. So when you look at what's happening today, everything is a product to the point that what are people saying? I am a what? Brand. Look how the programming has taken. I am a brand. You shouldn't be a brand. What you should be is a staple. You should be a staple because a staple cannot be destroyed. Because a staple is something that is anchored and viable and valuable to who needs it. And you won't destroy something that's valuable and needful and viable to you. But a brand isn't necessarily valuable to you, viable to you, or needful. So you can actually destroy that. So when I hear people say, "I'm my brand," you shouldn't be a brand because actually you can be destroyed. Everything that you built can be taken away from you. But however, if you become a staple in the community, notice when people become a staple in the community, the remembrance of them never leaves. I see you, Elder Roosevelt Allen. Thank you for stopping by. The recall of them never goes away. So you want to be a what? A staple. Yes, thank you, Queen Octavia. A brand represents money, which means that you'll do anything for that. And when you do anything for money, what people tend to do is what? Sell their what? Souls. They will what? Sell out. But when you are a staple, you are willing to make the necessary sacrifices to make that thing remain to be what it is. And I'm going to give you an example of what I mean. Have you ever noticed that little corner store in the neighborhood? That little corner store in the neighborhoods, and I'm going back to the time when I was a child when we still owned the corner stores. I'm not talking about for educational purposes only when China Joe and them showed up. But we had these corner stores that were in the neighborhood. And those corner stores had the vital things that were necessary for us to survive in our neighborhoods. But they had the supermarkets. Walmart hadn't showed up, but they still had supermarkets. But that corner store was a staple. And everybody knew who owned that corner store. Everybody knew who was in that corner store. And not only that, you had credit with that corner store. You can go to that corner store and get food on credit and then come back and pay them later. Because why? They were a staple. They weren't a brand. When you are a brand, watch this. I'm telling you, when you are a brand, you will turn people away because you have reached such a high level of status that I don't do that with people. Why am I saying this? Because it's very important to realize how far we have drifted away from our values. Okay? Let me get back to this. Let me look at the timeline. Okay. 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 Isaiah says balance is a key factor, but truthfully, order must be restored within our lives, within the colored community. The division has to end if we are to take our place back at the head of all nationalities. I agree with that. We being the gods, we being the gods, are we not better than what we desire in flesh? We are not the flesh, but the spirit. Okay, I agree with you. Great point. Queen Kizzy says, yes, we have to reprogram ourselves so we can teach our and guide our children, not just our own, but our nieces, nephews, and community. I agree. They teach to create followers. Yes, they do. Thank you that. Thank you, Yesiah and Queen Kizzy. Let's take a toast to that. Listen, I need to give you all a hand. That was off the chain. Yes. Wind Down Wednesday, baby, with your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Yes, indeed. Y'all tuning in tonight. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Yo, I see you, Juan. You back in. Y'all, let's hit this toast. Y'all is on it. Y'all is on like a young telephone. 217 Queen Dorothy says the black folks burned it down but can't get no credit. With the Arabs, no Chinese. That is absolutely correct. But before they burned it down, some other things happened. We ain't gonna go there tonight. But we didn't just burn it down. We didn't burn down our own. We burned down some other folks' stuff. Yes. 217, Dorothy Wilson, Queen says, Mr. B's here in Springfield, Illinois used to be like that. Yes, indeed. Sure enough, sure enough. I recall that. Yes, indeed. Queen Kizzy says, yes, this is so true. I had to pull my son from school for a year, and he learned more in that year of homeschooling than he did in the 6 years in that he was going to that program curricular. Yes, indeed. Thank you for sharing that. Great point, Queen Kizzy, because my children are being homeschooled, and some of them were homeschooled, and then they went in to graduate from the high school. Yes, indeed. Queen Octavia says, I love Wind Down Wednesday. Hey, all is well, Juan. All is well, 217, baby. Shouting you out, man. We go a long way back. We go a long, 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 long way, baby. Yeah, that's my boy, y'all. 217. Yes, indeed. JP says, grown folk conversation, baby. Listen, this is where you come. Come on here to get it on real strong. We leave all the gossip outside. Not only do we leave the gossip outside, but we leave the condemnation outside. Hey, listen, this is the place where you come and we get what? Factual information or what? Honest or what? Opinions. Honest opinions. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion as long as it's what? Honest. Come on here. And you're not sliding. You're not shading. Come on, somebody. Wind Down Wednesday with your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Tonight's podcast, once again, it's been brought to you by the Prince of Peace, the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shapeshifter, the code breaker, baby. Queen Octavia, Queen Kizzy. Oh, y'all, T Swin. Men can't always be wrong podcast, baby. Also, story time with T Swin, y'all. And also, please look on Facebook. Black Moses Freedom Festival. June the 7th through the 9th, Beaufort, Georgia. Queen Basu is hosting, and I'm going to be a part of that. Yes, indeed. Let's toast it up. Hey, Tracy, you still in the room? Tracy Love, that's one of my daughters. That's my girl. Her and her husband, my boy, Noble One, Anthony Love. If you're still in the house, listen, give the toast. I need you to give us a toast. We ain't gonna be too much longer, family. We're gonna get you guys up out of here. It's Wednesday, baby. It's Wind Down Wednesday. Also, y'all know what it is. It's hump day too, baby. Humping is the easiest thing to do. You put your back down, sucker, and you raise your rump. Oh yeah, humping is the easiest thing to do. Y'all know who I am. I'm your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Yes, thank you. Tracy says donate. If you haven't donated yet, donate so I can shout you out. All right, fam? Go ahead and do that. That's a wonderful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It helps us be able to give more content. It frees us up to be able to set up conferences. When you all really get into this and y'all really want this, we're going to meet and greet and have conferences. It's only until you guys really want to build this the way that we can build this because we've been making headwaves. Listen, the last Wind Down Wednesday podcast with none other than T Swin. Listen, we have over 1,000 views. I know it may seem like ain't nobody in the room, but listen, we got over 1,000 and something views. That's viral. We got over 1,000 and something views. Come on, family. Tracy says cheers. Here we go. Mm. Queen Octavia says, did you notice how quickly they stomped on the Black Love movement? They did it real quick. They didn't want that to jump off. Because when I was coming up, Queen Octavia, as I shared, I'm a baby boomer. When I was coming up, see, you have to get to a place where you can get real experience information. Those that have experienced what they are talking about. I was reared in the era of the Black Power movement, the Black Love movement, when we were talking about Black love and we were expressing Black love. So when you try to reinsert that and have a reinsurgence of that, they're going to try to stomp that out because they know that there is going to be a collective body of people that will have shared ideals. One of the most dangerous things for educational purposes only is to have shared ideals. When you can share an ideal, you become what? Powerful. And they don't want you to become what? Powerful. Because when you become powerful, you can determine decision making processes. And this is what's happening. This is why they are dividing the black male and black female. This is why we are at odds with each other. Because they know if we come together and put that queen back on the throne, it's going to be something altogether different, right? It's going to be something altogether different. And let me get to something here. And I'm going to let you guys chime in. Let me get to something here. Here's some of the things that's happening that disallow us to come together as a family. And one of the things, because I'm going to use an expletive. I'm going to use an expletive because it's important. Here's one of the things that's happening because we have this bullshit with this new type of movement where you have these guys coming in that are preying on these women, getting them to believe that, oh, you're God, you're the queen, and I'm going to worship you, and your money is my money, and there is no one like you. You're the goddess on the queen, on the throne, excuse me. Now, let me set that to the side and bring that into a real reality. To bring that into the real reality is to really understand who that black woman is. And to understand who she is actually is to encourage and to love and to have affection for her. Right? And that's apart from these, we think women are gold diggers. You need to look at these men that are gold diggers, that are placating, that are doing things that make you think that they're doing this for your viability when they really aren't. They're using it for trickery and deceit. Because a real male that's going to step front and center, first of all, the first thing that he's going to give you is affection. Let me say that again. The first thing he's going to give you is affection. Because affection causes you to secrete chemicals. What is that chemical? Oxytocin. Serotonin. Dopamines. They cause you to secrete those chemicals that when you're pregnant automatically comes online. You don't have to take my word for it. Go and look it up. But that's what a real man does. He doesn't come to you with dainties. He doesn't come with you, I'm going to buy you this purse. I'm going to get you this house. I'm going to get you this vehicle. He's full of trickery and deceit. But the real one, when he comes, he may be broke as the 10 Commandments. But when he come and release that affection on you and cause you to begin to secrete those natural chemicals, those organic chemicals that are in you, and cause you to remember and recall that you are God. That's the most powerful being. But that one that's full of trickery and deceit, he's an AI. He's using synthetic elements to get to you, to trick you into a position where he can control you. See, the real man isn't looking for control. The real man is looking for viability, to see how you vibe, to see how you vibrate, to see how you resonate. See, that's what a real man does. He ain't trying to present you with all of that. And if that's what you want, then you need to go with this fake one over here. But when you get to a real man, see, a real man gonna make you feel that kind of way that you need to feel. You ever notice young people? hey, family. Y'all ever notice young people? Y'all can see a young boy and a young girl walking and holding hands. They looking in each other's face and laughing and giggling and hugging and walking. You know why? Because they're high. You know what they're high off of? Oxytocin, the love drug. And guess what? You can't take it from them. You can try to keep them apart, say, I don't want you to see him no more. I don't want you to see her anymore. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to devise a plan on how to get back together. Why? Because when they come together, they get high. They get high. And it ain't nothing like a natural high. It ain't nothing like being in an organic space and place where you just enjoying that high. This is what a real man do. Y'all out here faking with these dudes talking about, I'm gonna give you a house, give you a car, I'm gonna provide for you. That shit ain't gonna last. But you know what's gonna last? What's gonna last is with that dude that touched you the way that you needed to touch and caused you to respond in the way that you needed to respond. If we're gonna get to this, if we're gonna get to the realness of this, listen, this grown folk conversation, this Wind Down Wednesday, baby, with your host with the most. This grown folk conversation. Y'all fooling around. Fuck around and run into a real man and see what happens. He gonna turn you on like a light switch. But these dudes out here with all of these dainties, all this shit dingling before you, if that turn you on, you ain't real no way. I don't want to deal with you anyway. Go on over there and do that. I want a woman that's gonna be turned on by real affection. Just me looking at her. Just me breathing on her. Just me touching and rubbing on her. That's kind of woman I want. I don't want the. So I need to go shopping. I need to get my nails done. I need to get my hair done. I need a new outfit. I tell you what you do. You go get Junebug. That's gonna do that for you. But when you want that real love, you come see this man. At some point, family, it's Wind Down Wednesday, baby. It's grown folk conversation. At some point, you got to get to the realness of this, right? We got to get back to black love. Kizzy says, yes, when that love makes your brain orgasm and your spirit tremble with pleasure. Say, Kizzy, hold on, Kizzy, let me look at this and keep jumping over you. Kizzy says, yes, when that love makes your brain orgasm and your spirit tremble with pleasure, that is that higher love. Say it, Kizzy. Yes, indeed. Let me go back up the timeline and look at this here. The teacher will appear saying, the master teacher says, talk about it, those chemicals, the one. Queen Octavia says, affection, the real love potion. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Dorothy 217, Queen Dorothy says, yes, indeed. Oh, yeah, it's Wind Down Wednesday, baby. We getting it on. Listen, let's hit this last toast. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Who's going to be the first donor tonight? Let me look over here. Who donated yet? I see you, Tracy Love. All right, y'all. Fayetteville recognizing in the house. Come on, family. Let's follow up on this here. Let me give y'all just a few seconds as you count your pennies. We ain't having $100 line, $50 line in the church where you get your hands laid on you, fall out. All we asking you to do is donate, help us work this content. Help us do what we do. We don't just sit behind the camera and just talk. You all know we have to do really research just to be well-rounded, just in case there's something thrown at us that we have information for that. We're not just here just doing anything. Hit that donation button. Hit the Cash App. All the information is out there. Hit that Cash App or hit that PayPal, right? Donate so we can shout you out. Thank you once again, Queen Tracy Love, for your donation. Let's have a toast. Who gonna give the toast? Who wanna give the toast? Put it on the timeline. Give the toast. Queen Kizzy said that wine got zaddy nice. Hey, Kizzy, stop giving away my secret. You always telling on me. Stop telling on me. I told you, it's Wine Down Wednesday. What you want me to do? Right? Wine Down Wednesday, family, with your host with the most. Kizzy, that wine got zaddy nice. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. All right. Queen Charnette says, favorite chef 2024. Go vote for me, your new doctor. Okay, thank you for putting that on the timeline. Let us know where you're hailing from, Charnette. Okay? Everyone that comes in the room, let us know where they're hailing from. Queen Octavia says, this is well-educated and orchestrated product. Okay. Greetings, Shanette. Levette says, blessings to the queens and kings. Yes, indeed. Thank you for that. Hey, kids, I ain't fooling up with you. Go on somewhere with that. Anyway, who gonna give the toast? Yeah. Master Teacher says, Anthony Hamilton says, get us back to love. Yes, indeed. Queen Octavia says, salute. Queen Dorothy says, salute. Yes. Queen Tracy Love says, WDW is on like a telephone. All right. Y'all, it's Wind Down Wednesday. We coming to the close on it. Yes, indeed. The master teacher says, I toast to us getting back to the real love. I want you. I want me. I want us to fall in love. I want us to fall in love again. Oh, the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker. Oh. Queen Kissy says, may we all find that higher love. Salute. LaVale, Queen LaVale, ATL, baby, says Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Y'all know what time it is with your host with the most. Tonight's podcast, again, brought to you by none other than the Prince of Peace, the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker, baby. Queen Octavia, Queen Kizzy. Also, none other than T Swin, Men Can Always Be Wrong podcast. Also, Storytime by T Swin. YouTube, y'all can catch him there. Woo! In my Ric Flair voice. Woo! Salute. All right, siblings. Salute. Wind Down Wednesday. Master teacher, absolute cocktails, vodka mojito, Oh, you getting right, master teacher. Oh my God, you getting right up in that demonstration. Hey, real quick, everybody on the timeline, go crazy on those emojis. Real quick, family, hit the emojis. Bam, 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 bam. Wear those emojis out. Real quick. Do it, Roger, do it. Come on, family. Hit those emojis. There we go. Come on. Keep going for just for a little bit. Come on, hit those emojis. Get this demonstration rolling. Rolling, 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 roll hard. Yes. Yes, indeed. Hey, Monique. Thank you for joining us. Let us know where you're hailing from. Please, everyone, if you're still in the room, let us know where you're hailing from. Right? Listen, if you have had an amazing time in Wind Down Wednesday with your host with the most, put a one on the timeline. I'm going to beat y'all. Put a one on the timeline. If you're still in the room, if you choose to. Oh, so Sergeant at Arms, Kiana Ethridge, decided to join us late, family. I know she was at work, though. She had to work. So, but if you're here, Chicago in the house. Oh, man, we've been somewhere everywhere. Delaware, North Carolina, South Carolina, Atlanta, New York, you name it. We up in here, right? But if you're here, come on in, hit that one. Put a one out there. Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Listen, again, the reason why I'm doing this because when you donate, you sponsor Wind Down Wednesday. Okay? All right. So, do black women respect black men? Isn't that something? Isn't that something? But listen, you all, yes indeed, Rochester, New York, baby. Yo soy Nurajo. Yes indeed. Yes, overall, yes, I think so. Queen Octavia. Queen Kizzy Inspiration says 585 Rochester, New York. Yo soy New York Rican. New York Rican. Siendo Rican. Soy Puerto Rico. Arriba, arriba. Arriba. Fiesta, tu base. ¿Qué pasó? Mira, mira, ¿qué pasó? No. Fiesta, tu base. Yes, indeed. Y'all do know Kizzy with a little bitty self is Puerto Rican. Yes, she is. She's Puerto Rican. It's Wind Down Wednesday, right? Also, please, again, please be advised that June the 7th through the 9th, I will be in Beaufort, South Carolina, with none other than the host of Black Moses Freedom Festival, Queen Basu. That's June the 7th through the 9th. And they're looking for vendors. They're looking for um, also talent. They're going to have a talent show where you can win a prize, some money. Look on her page. Again, it's called Black Moses Freedom Festival. You can find that, and I'm going to put it on the timeline here in just a few seconds. Excuse me, in just a few seconds. Queen Octavia says, I really needed this. This last month has drained me mentally and physically. Gratitude, gratitude. Queen Kizzy Inspiration says, yes, he's someone that has a respectable character. Queen Monique Bannister says, I definitely respect our kings that have worked so hard to earn it. Gratitude. So, family, Black Moses Festival. I'm going to put this on here for you guys, right? There it is right there. Okay. Please look it up. If you're in this area, I think you're going to want to get there. There's going to be some great activities, kayaking, uh, singing, lectures, seminars. I'm going to be hosting and doing a Tai Chi there. It's going to be amazing. Okay, family? So you may want to look into that and check that out. So, are there any final comments before we vacate the premises? Wind Down Wednesday, baby, with your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Thank you all, as always, for tuning in. I am not remiss to thank you for sharing your time here with us in Wind Down Wednesday. But please note that this isn't just for me, but it's for you as well. It's FUBU, for you, for us, by us. Okay? Got a little wine in me. So it's FUBU, for us, by us. Okay? So I think we got to the content that we needed to get to because, hey Reggie, what's up? 217 King Blackie. Y'all coming in on the tail end. We about to release, but let us know where you're hailing from. Please put your area code, zip code, city, or state on the timeline so that we'll know where you're coming from. But it's FUBU, for us, by us. This is our platform. And you also have the right to come on if you want to come on and give your opinion. Hey, Dr. Clear, we did feature your book. Dr. Clear just came in, you all. We did feature her book, Creating the Amazing You, which you can journal in. Some really great information. And also, Dr. Clear, we talked about the Black Moses Freedom Festival by Queen Basu. So when you come, if you guys just came in, please let us know where you're hailing from. Hit us with that area code, zip code, city, state, whatever you're doing. Hey, Ronald Jackson, I know that we have a late crowd family, but we're about to get out of here. But before we get out of here, we're gonna have a toast. All right. This is our very own Dr. Clea. She's part of the family, out of the ATL, baby. Oh, we well connected now. Don't get it twisted. Um, great information, easy read. She has it. Dr. Clea, please put your information on the timeline where they can reach you and get this information. And again, you all, come on, Facebook. Okay. Um, no, we're not finished. Come on, Facebook. Okay. So, also, I know this Facebook, y'all. 217. Thank you for being in the house. King Ronald Jackson from out of the field, baby. Remember, you all, listen. Also, Love is for Suckers. By who? Our very own T Swin. Man Can Always Be Wrong podcast. Men Can Always Be Wrong podcast, right? YouTube, we're waiting for Facebook to come back up. So, I know, bad connection, bad storm. I know that's what's going on. So, yes, Tracy, bad storm. That's what's going on. So, please let us know. Listen, T Swin, Love is for Suckers. Y'all, please get this book. Look him up. This brother, man, is on point. As well as we talked about our very own Dr. Clea. Hey, these are two great books to get. All right, fam? And I know she's put her time information on the timeline. All right, fam? Okay. Okay. All right. All right, fam. All right. Before we get out of here, again, thank you all for being patient on YouTube. Before we get out of here, fam, let's have this last toast. Salute, salute, salute. And to the sippers.